Right, in this video here, we're going to look at goniometric measurements for the forearm, and we're going to do MMT because it all can be done in the same position. So with this, again, it's one of those rotations, so just pay really close attention to the goni. Starting position's right here in neutral, keeping that radius straight up here. And then our landmarks, our proximal arm, stationary arm, is going to be parallel with the humerus. So theoretically, you could take this measurement out here if you wanted to. So don't freak out about where the fulcrum is, as long as this arm is lined up with the humerus. And then you're going to have the moving arm, because she'll be here, so go ahead and just supinate for me. The moving arm is going to lay right across. Here we go. You take those two styloid processes of the ulna and radius, and it kind of goes even with those, so it looks like an even teeter-totter. So as long as you're there and on the humerus, it's not going to matter if the humerus is here or here. Ideally, it's nice if it's right there. So let's start here, and then go ahead and supinate again for me. So remember, this is going to be proximal to the styloid process, humerus, and now don't twist on the wrist, because then you're just twisting the carpal bones. So here we go. That's what she's got right there. She's got 68 degrees of supination actively, apply low pressure. She has 73 degrees of supination passively. Pronation, same deal. Going to be on this side though, so go ahead and pronate for me. Awesome. Line that sucker up with the humerus. And actively, woo. She has 73 degrees, apply a little pressure. Firm infield there, bring that arm back. She's got 79 degrees of passive pronation. And if you're paying close attention, I did one thing incorrect with the goni. If you know what it is, put it in the comment section. See if you get it correct. So now let's do MMT. Same position. Again, since it's a rotation, for whatever reason, it blows people away. So if we're trying to check the strength of her supinators, we're not trying to supinate her, we need to push her into pronation. That way her supinator kicks in trying to get out of it. And for whatever reason, people end up pushing into supination to check the supinators. So starting neutral, this is going to be the position that we apply pressure in. So we're going to check the supinator strength, biceps brachii and supinator. She needs to start pronated. So now try to flip your forearm all the way over. All right, there's her full range of motion, or that is full range of motion that she has available. So now I can put her in this position, and I'm checking the supinator strength, so I need to pronate her. So I'm going to push on the radius here and push her into pronation. So I'm going to hold at that elbow. My thumb is going to do most of the work here, that thenar eminence. And then on 3, I'm going to try to twist you this way. Don't let me do that, all right? On 3, 1, 2, 3. Hold, hold, all right. Patient went through full range of motion against gravity, held moderate resistance before braking. There are no pluses and minuses, so she's a straight up 4 out of 5. So no pluses and minuses for pronation and supination. If she couldn't move at all, gravity minimized is here. For checking supination, make sure she's all the way pronated, and then go ahead and try to turn your forearm towards you as much as you can. Awesome. Full range of motion, or even partial range of motion in this position gives her a grade of a 2. You can palpate that biceps or supinator for the 1 grade. So now let's check, we did pronation, supination, goni. Let's do pronation MMT strength. So for pronation MMT, I'm going to push her into supination. So remember, to use that thenar eminence, like I said, I would not be twisting on the wrist, because then we're checking, all these carpal bones are just getting twisted and torqued. I'm pushing on that radius because that's truly what's happening with this motion. So for the sake of the camera, I'm a little bit out of the way here, but I'm going to try to do this. So if we're checking supination, starting here, try to flip your wrist over as far as you can. Full range of motion. Starting position, I'm going to push that way on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold, hold, hold. Patient went through full range of motion against gravity and held strong to maximal pressure without braking. So again, I was pushing her into supination, but her pronator was what was resisting that. Okay, same deal for gravity minimized. Start all the way supinated, try to pronate for me. There you go. Patient went through full range or partial, it doesn't matter. That's going to give her a grade of a 2. And then if we need to palpate the pronator teres, find that medial epicondyle of the humerus And if you go just a little medially here, and then try to flip your wrist over, there you go. Go back over to supination. Try to do it again. There you go. You just play around there a little bit. If you resist it, go ahead and relax. If you resist what the patient's trying to do, or your student that you're practicing on, it'll make that muscle pop pretty good. So again, this video showed you your goniometric measurements for pronation, supination, and MMT of pronation and supination.